Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Tales Over
Whoa,
the
what are you
Horizon.
doing?
I get a little closer to that every day. I know the badge is right down there, but this is Over the Horizon.
I mean, is it just like,
I miss
does
it.
that mean
I
that we're
know.
gonna
I
do
admit
it?
we'll miss it. I haven't even started trying to put that back together yet. I
It's
know
okay.
I say we'll do it someday. It's just not today
It's
or
okay.
tomorrow or probably the day after either. Um,
Well, fuck yeah, not the day after. That's Yakshas.
It's Yakshas, damn it.
well, I won't be there for that either. So, all right. Um, I think I'm gonna do the recap today because the person who is supposed to do it is not here.
I might have notes. Let me see.
If you want to do it, go right ahead.
Um, it's mostly gonna be notes about how I have a harem.
I mean,
Sorry. Hold on. Oh, John's an idiot. Hold on, I got notes. I got notes. I got notes. All right, I think this is right. What's the date today? Okay, so we were 3 days into our trip, and we're with the Gilded Claw and then Bob's group, but I couldn't remember their names. Um, and we met up with the Renegades, um, which turns out John's an idiot. Let's see. I very specifically wrote that down twice. In 2 days, 2 days from that, did we arrive in Dorabeth? I think we did.
you arrived on the outskirts of Dorabeth, yes.
Yes. And that's when we met up with the Renegades. And Hesham is like super comfortable with them, which is kind of strange. Oh, third time, John's an idiot. I fucking cannot believe I wrote that down 3 times. Oh man. Uh, and it ends up that we all had 3 jobs because John doesn't know how to do his fucking job. And then the girl, Gwen,
Mm-hmm.
is a lady in leathers, is what I wrote. Wow, I'm going to sleep with
Yeah.
her. She said she like is the most sensible of all of them. And she's like, yeah, John's a fucking idiot. So we're gonna head for vampires. The Gilded Claw is gonna go after the possible Kythons, and the Renegades are going for the cart of bodies. Um, and we
Mm-hmm.
also talked, let's see, Bob is angling for oh, I scribbled that part. Shit, the commander's log for her main quest. I wrote main quest on here.
Right.
We have to find the remains or bring these people back. We need the commander's log, their standard, and their treasury to get paid. We need all 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
And last known sighting was crossroads southeast of Lotus, and I lost it. Like southeast of Lotus doing something, but that's fine.
We got it marked on the map, which I will move you
Yeah,
guys to right now.
yeah. And then at the end of it, Lotus talked to Deidre about, kicking it with multiple people. Deidre's down, and then they make out. That's the last line they made out. And that's it. That's all
That
my
sounds
notes.
about right. Sounds about right. Let's see here. Let me consult my notes. Por un momento.
Oh, I need a second. I gotta let a dog outside. He's being very upset with me right now.
Okay.
And he's old, so if I don't let him out, he's gonna cause problems. Give me a moment, please.
Sounds about right. So I
She
think.
means he's gonna pee.
Yes, thank you for that. So, we're going to cut flash forward about a half hour. At this point, the renegades are still hanging around. They look like they're acting like they've got all the time and, excuse me, all the time in the world. You've got, the Gilded Claw have just left. It looks like they're going to take a quick pit stop in town, and then they are going to continue to head south to this trouble spot that has been identified by John and his renegades. Flanagan and JR both pretty much have said, "Hey, this job is kind of sketchy. We're just gonna go hang out in town for today and be lazy. If you guys decide to, get eaten, let us know first."
And then JR probably says something, hey, but as a side note, if you're going to get eaten, give me your soul.
Yeah,
Oh,
something
no.
along those lines. Yeah. And with those two gone, it's suddenly a very empty-ish group of three,
Only on the inside.
only on the inside. You guys have picked a spot. It doesn't really matter where in camp. It could be center, towards the edge. You guys have found a spot and have kind of parked your cart. Somebody, I'm sure, has fed and watered the horses. As a matter of fact, someone from the expedition would offer to take care of them while you guys are out doing your own thing. If you're not going to take the cart for wherever you're going, which I would recommend just because the area that was identified to you guys is off trail.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Now, it is your guys' time about 4 in the afternoon.
Okay. So we've already taken off.
Well, you guys are still at camp.
Okay.
Flanagan and JR decided to head into town.
Yeah.
How far away are we from the Vampilithid spot, the Vampilithid sighting?
So by the time you get there, it'll be about an hour before sundown.
Jesus.
So
I-
it's about a 2-hour trek there.
Assholes
I have a-
couldn't
At
have
about
died
6
somewhere.
o'clock, make it about. By the time you guys get there at 6, you'll have an hour and a half. Sundown is 7:30, almost 8.
Assholes
Okay.
couldn't have died in a more convenient spot. How inconsiderate.
How fucking dare they? Oh my
So,
goodness! Stop it.
If you guys do want to
I-
go explore there, it will end up being. You guys will make at least some of that trek home in the dark.
Can we?
Dark
We
vision.
have a lot of money right now,
Mhm.
and this originally was going to be a party of 5. This is
trust me, I
so
know.
okay. This is so unethical. What I'm about to ask.
Uh-huh.
Lotus is gonna look to the
Is it
group
epic?
and go, "It might be. It might be a little.
I'll
No,
be
it's
the
not
judge
at
of
all.
that.
It's not epic." Lotus will look to the group and be like, since Flanny and JR decided to go hang, why don't we hire some hirelings to come help us do this job?
You do realize that those hirelings are signing up for what may be a years-long journey.
I
For
think she.
the
For
I think
just for the
just for the vampires, that's all. Just to have some cover, That's terrible. It's so mean.
Yeah, even Sonel's giving you a look at that like, what the
Like that
fuck?
word.
That's my
Okay.
job.
I know. I don't like how I said that. I hate that. I don't think Lotus would actually say it like that. Amy is saying it like that, but Lotus probably wouldn't.
No, I understand what you're saying. You want to hire some people to go get killed.
No. Oh, see, I told you it's not ethical. It's not a
This
good
one-
idea.
It's pretty
Warm
epic, though,
bodies.
honestly. I'm already
Dude.
thinking, man, this is a
Cannon
great idea.
fodder. And then we find out that this monster like gains health or abilities or some shit for every kill it gets, and you're gonna hire a bunch of level 1s that are gonna just get fucking
Yes. Oh my
and then we
God,
lose.
So,
TPK,
how
new
many-
game.
I've never lost D&D before, but this could be a first, and I'm living for it.
D&D is a game that has no winners or losers. It simply is.
That's true. We shouldn't hire people, should we? We shouldn't hire help.
The DM is saying if you want to do that, I can pull up some hireling stat blocks, and you can absolutely grab hirelings for your trip there.
I think like out of
Keep
the
in
game,
mind. Keep in mind, there were 3 sites to check, but there were only 2 jobs pulled, which means that somebody is going to search an area and may not turn up anything, or pull something that is not a job, in which case you are paying these guys without recouping that money.
That's true.
Oof.
That's true. I think I just out of the game, I'm concerned that this isn't something that you'll be able to survive. Like logistics wise.
No, I understand. Yeah, with 3 people and none of us are really. Well, I guess you can be a frontliner if you go bear form.
Yeah, I designed her to be a tank. She's
And you
only
always-
so tanky.
You always have the option of running away, right?
No, you don't run away in 5e. You fight and keep getting back up because 5e doesn't like dying.
Gideon. I'm talking to Daniel right now. Get out of Gideon's. Get out, Gideon.
I gotta let some dogs inside. Hang on 1 second. Hold on.
So that is always an option. You can also hire some hirelings. Dorabeth is big enough. You're probably not going to get anybody that is your guys' level because of the nature of reputation. Moreover, the fact you don't have any, at least not in Dorabeth.
Money over reputation.
Wait a minute. I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. The Gilded Claw's already taken off, yeah?
Yes, they have.
Shit. How far out are they?
So they left.
Steal one of
it's-
them.
It's been about half an hour.
Okay.
They did say they were making a quick pit stop in Dorabeth, and then they were heading out to their site.
Let's go find them and let's team up. Let's fucking team up. And we'll help them with their shit and they can help us with our shit. And that would be a whole lot easier. And then we don't have to hire anybody and get, no
Time for
personal
Gunner
reasons.
to run like 5 characters while we each run one.
But I don't want you to run 5 if you don't need to run 5.
I can.
If we can
We can always
can just-
work something out.
if we can
If
steal
you want
a
to go
few
talk to
of
the
them,
Claw, I'm sure the Claw can figure something out with you.
You
that
know,
would be cool.
if you want to do that, I can give you something to help, but Sanel is probably going to go to our site because the longer we wait, the more likely that evidence could disappear.
Worst comes to worst,
True.
you guys can see if they will lend you a player. And then you guys have a choice. If you want to grab a character, which one do you because they're not going to lend you 2, because then that puts them down to 3. They would be willing to go look as a 4-person group.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Because I could give
you'd
you
have to find
Longstrider
them
to catch
first.
up.
Well, that's not hard.
Well, do you have any other options?
I got an idea.
Which is?
I would like to go into my mind palace, which isn't actually my mind palace.
Okay.
It's my girlfriend's mind palace, who's
you-
probably there.
You hold the conch shell in your hand.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, and
Click your heels 3 times.
I get to I get to use the new playlist. I'm so excited. I got the new playlist, guys. Why is this all jacked up? Hold on.
There's no place like Deidre. Or no. There's no place like Homo. There's no place like Homo.
I mean,
There's no
not.
place like Deidre.
There's not.
Okay.
No. Who would we want to take? Who would we want to ask for?
So you pop in, and yeah, it's this time it's a little different yet. This open air library is sitting on top of a massive cliff. It's overlooking a beautiful iridescent desert that is slowly shifting and changing like a sea of sand. And sitting right at the precipice is Deidre.
Right.
reading a book of all things inside her
Oh,
mind
no.
palace.
I'm shocked. uh, this is cool. This is very cool. I'm gonna poke over and be like, "Hey, Busy, do you have a second?"
Oh shit. Scared me.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry. I
no,
could.
it's fine.
You want me? Is there like a knock? Do you want me to like ring a bell? Like I just is there
No,
something
it's
you want me
fine.
to do so I can like announce myself?
It's fine, she says, snapping the book
Okay.
shut and letting it. She just kind of tosses it up in the air and it begins to float and then goes back to its assigned shelf.
I fucking love what you've done with this place. It's incredible. I just aesthetically, it's just very fucking chef's kiss. Delightful. So I know it's not been that long since we've hung out. And
It's been about
I
half an hour.
I know. I'm sorry. I seem clingy, but I'm actually here for like a totally different thing. Unless you want to, I don't have time. I don't have time. Um, two of our people have decided that they don't want to help us do this job, and we're
Oh,
kind of in a
you
weird
mean
bind.
JR and Flanagan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
just
over
wanted
here
to go
hitting
on
on some people.
Of course they are. I'm not surprised. But that means that we're down a couple of people and I'm nervous that whatever we encounter is going to be more than we can probably deal with because we work as a pretty good team and right now the team's kind of in a weird spot. And I this is a big ask and I hate to ask it. I just don't want to die yet. Do you happen to can one of your group come with us to go look at these vampires, which might not be vampires, but might be vampires.
Right,
Illithids.
the
Illithids.
right, right, cattle and the, of course.
I know it's very stupid.
Mhm.
Honestly, I kind of wish I was drinking
Here,
in
let
town,
me
but
let's rope in somebody who's able to make these decisions, she says. And
okay.
she pauses for a moment and all of a sudden, pop, there is Sachiko.
Oh my
A
god,
very
you
confused
guys.
looking Sachiko going, what the uh
Oh
where
hi.
are we?
Oh, this is new for you. Um, hi. This is it's
Yeah, no
terrible.
hoping.
No, never.
Taking a
Oh,
risk.
right. You're taking a big risk.
Mm-hmm.
Just like immediately Lotus is just like, oh shit.
Oh,
This is Deidre's mind palace.
I did we teleport somewhere? She says, looking at Deidre, and Deidre goes, "No, we're still in the same spot." Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we're kind of all I didn't know you could have more than one person in here. That's interesting. You could throw whole parties in here. That's wild.
no, no
Wow.
parties
No,
in my brain.
I'm sorry, it is your brain, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, right. I mean, depends on I guess you could be the
Besides, this is not something I would advise someone as new to this as you try doing. You might overheat and die.
I mean, I've done worse. I've died before. It's fine. Hi, Sachiko. I'm glad you're here. Listen, we
Hey,
need
by the
help.
way,
Yeah.
remember how I said that this music was actually playing in the background?
Yeah.
So this song starts, if you've heard it before, or
Yeah.
so this song starts
Yeah.
playing and Sachiko immediately goes, "Ik fucking excuse me?" This is Sachiko's singing voice. And Deidre goes, "What? Your tune was catchy, all right."
Get
And I
off
had
the
to listen.
stage!
I had to listen to it for 3 whole days. Maybe you should practice somewhere that's not in the cart while we're traveling. Where else is there? Tell me, Deidre, when is the last time you just you know what? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Why am I here?
That's you, Amy.
I know it's me. This is really lovely. That's really lovely. That's really you know.
Like I said,
Okay.
I did some more playlist stuff. That's not the only one on here.
I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm absolutely dead. Fucking, how dare you? Oh, the audacity of the fact that I'm in love with these women. I can't even stand it. Okay. How fucking dare you? And I'm a little flustered outside of this. This is okay. So, hi. This is lovely. You have a beautiful voice. This is great. I would, moving
Don't.
on.
I asked you a
Right.
question. Let's just answer the question, and then I can stop holding Deidre's hand in public.
I forgot that's the thing that happens, and that's really funny, and I can't deal. Like, just like, look, okay. We are okay. Hi. We are down a person, two people, because apparently they decided to go into town and drink and have a good time, which is great, but we kind of made a commitment, so now we're stuck doing this commitment, and I don't want to die yet. It's not terrible when it does happen, but it does happen, and it sucks whenever it does
So you
happen,
want
and
to
I'd like to
borrow
come
one
back
of
from it.
us? Is that what I'm
At
hearing?
least, yeah, just one, but only if you guys are okay with it and it's something that you
Who are
feel
you
like you
wanting
can
to
handle.
borrow?
I don't know. Who are you willing to loan?
Well, considering you lost Short and Stumpy and Long Ears, what exactly could they do again?
One of them liked to cartwheel, and the other one was scared of Fae.
I'm
But he was a
asking about
warlock, I think.
combat.
Right. JR's a warlock. Um, I think Flamey's a fighter. I think he's a fighter.
Well, all right. If you're going, you can only replace one. I'm sorry, we can't. If you're not going into the woods with three people, I'm not going into the woods with three people.
Right. No, for sure. Yeah, no, I get it completely.
This isn't what
I
my guitar sounds like. Looking at Deidre as the next song kicks in, she goes, "What?
I embellish.
I you know what? Maybe if it would sound better if you decided to sound. You need percussion in your music. That's all I'm saying."
We gotta start a band.
No, we're not starting a band.
I can't really, I
Okay.
can play anything. But I could be a cute mascot, I think. Mm.
All right. If you're trying to replace Flanagan, that's what we were talking about a minute ago.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
You could take Osgard or you could take Eris. If you were trying to replace JR, I guess that would leave Deidre. I don't have a problem with that. Of course you don't.
Right. Yeah, it's fine. Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? We can
Depends.
go.
Who have you got at frontline?
Me.
Hmm.
Probably
Gideon
Gideon too.
and
Yeah.
Maddie.
And Maddie. Yeah.
Maddie's got more AC than me.
All right. If you want to take Deidre, that's your prerogative.
Okay. Thank you.
My voice doesn't really sound like this, does it?
It's nice.
It's
nice.
a little more androgynous than I thought. Come on. It's fine. Just leave it alone. Leave the percussion alone. Leave the fact that I changed what your guitar sounds like alone. Otherwise, we can sit like this in the bar as long as you want.
And I gotta go.
At that point, Sachiko pops out, and then Deidre goes, "Well, she finally realized that she still has autonomy back there."
Yeah. that was incredible. God, I like you so much. Okay, so you want to come out?
Don't pretend this is a date. We're hunting something.
It's not a date. It's not anything. It can be anything you want it to be. And why not both? It's not a big deal. Listen, we're like 30 minutes out. We'll kick it. We'll wait for you. And I'll see you in a minute.
How about I just meet you outside of Dorabeth? You're probably going to have to skirt near it to get to where you're going anyways. It's better than me walking a half hour there and then a half hour back.
Yeah, well, okay, that's not a terrible idea. Listen, I didn't say I was great with logistics. I'm just really good at hitting things hard, okay? Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine.
Ha ha ha. That means two things.
Deidre either doesn't get or chooses not to acknowledge that. And then she's like, well, hurry up then. And she just kind of stares at you and goes,
oh, right, I gotta do that. And I'm just gonna boop right out.
Yep.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Gideon and Snell, she's sitting like that a long moment.
Yeah.
A couple times she actually talks out loud instead of up there because reasons. And then
Snell's just like, Gideon, where does she go where we can't follow?
My girlfriend's house. Say that.
Oh my god, my girlfriend's mind palace.
My girlfriend's in my palace. My girlfriend and my other future girlfriend can hang out there. It's very exciting. I wonder what's going to happen with them. I hope that they like each other. That would be fun. And that's what I say is like, come out of this. Like, those are the things you hear me. Wow, I really hope that they like each other.
Gideon, I take back everything I said. I don't want to know. I think we're going to die out there in the desert.
We won't die in the desert.
And Lotus will be like flushed, right? Just absolutely flushed. And we're gonna meet. Deidre's gonna meet up with us. We gotta like go towards. I guess we're going towards Dorabeth, and she's gonna meet up with us, so we have extra help, fighting. Whatever the fuck we're fighting. I don't know.
Who said we're fighting anything? We're investigating.
Right.
And who says we need help?
I did. I know, but we're still gonna meet up with her because I've already asked.
I'm just going to make sure that Deidre's character sheet has a long rest on it because we need those spell slots.
Right, that's a good.
Now, who's the healer in this group again?
Also me.
JR, and so since JR's gone, kind of me.
Oh, good. That would be good. I have healing word.
I have cure wounds, and I have. That's pretty much it.
I forgot. I made sure everybody grabbed some sort of healing on this team because I know what life is like.
I also have aid,
okay.
so I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop blur for today, and I'm gonna put on aid.
Deidre does have healing word and cure light wounds.
Okay.
Sorry, cure wounds. Whatever. Yeah.
I want to manage a couple of spells real fast, make sure, because, actually, I think I'm pretty happy with what I've picked. I think. Yes, I'm pretty happy with what I picked.
What if we're not happy with what you pick?
You're just going to have to fucking tough it out. Except for purify food and drink. I don't fucking need that one. Are we going to purify some drinks?
I think the only drinks that your characters want are impure kinds to begin with, so...
I remember this drink a long time ago that would have been great to purify, but I'm sure it's not important anymore.
I don't think it would have worked. The one that some asshole decided to drink even though I said no.
Oh, yeah, that might be why I've always had it, just in case.
Demon blood, yummers!
Hey, by the way, Gideon, I need you to make me a strength save.
I'm going to prepare fairy
This
fire.
is where I fail it. Oops.
I thought you had a high strength score.
Exactly.
If anyone's gonna fail strength checks, it's gonna be.
Oh my god, it happened again. It happened again. All right.
So anyway,
Told
Gideon tries to eat us.
No.
you.
Now I need you to make me a dex save.
Jesus, why?
Come on, show us the Thomas. Oh,
There we
I wanted
go.
Thomas. The tank engine, not the player.
I mean, I would like the player.
Yeah, I mean, if yeah, but he abandoned me on Friday, so I have to be real tsundere right now.
Alrighty. Yeah. Do you guys have anything else you want to do at camp before you head out?
You said that we could have picked up some healing things. Is that right?
Don't you guys have like 10 healing potions?
Oh, we have way
I
more than
don't.
that, don't we?
Do we? I don't have
Hold on.
any.
It's in
I have
the it's in
one
the
on
thing.
me, and then we have some in the.
Yeah,
Where
there's-
is it?
The bag
If
of...
we've got some that's around, I don't have anything in the bag of holding.
Cart inventory.
that.
Yeah, we have 10 healing potions still in the cart, and however many are in everybody's character sheets. Because I think I have
Okay.
like.
So JR has some,
Yeah,
I
that
think.
too.
Flanagan has a few, I think.
How many do I
So-
have?
Okay.
I don't have any on my character sheet. The fuck? Also, what the fuck's up with my character sheet? Oh, it's my money. I was like, why do I have so much fucking weight?
Oh right, yeah, no, same.
So I'm gonna say that in our little chest, which, hold on, do I have that yet? Fuck, when do I get fucking luck? Lame. So in our chest, I'm just gonna leave behind most of my money.
And
I'm only
now
gonna
that I
keep
see
200
that,
gold.
that Gideon took a long rest, yes, everybody, make sure you have had a long rest. It's been 3 days since you guys have been in combat.
Yeah, I double checked on it just to make sure.
Yeah. Right, money.
Okay.
So
let's see.
leave that much monies. What do I have in my inventory that weighs so much?
40 pounds of rocks.
Yo, it's fucking 20 pounds of rations.
Put those in the cart, dude. Come on.
Put
You've
'em
been
in my bag of
wandering
holding.
around this time with a backpack full of fucking hardtack.
No, it's going by the
Oh.
picture, it's just like fucking ham shanks. It's 10 pounds of ham in Sinel's fucking pockets.
Well, you're an odd one, Snell, but I must say, you do have a lot of
steam a
ham.
You do steam a
do.
good ham.
You do pack a lunch. I mean punch.
Well, Sinel, I'm from Lotus, and I've never heard the expression steam. Oh no, not from Lotus. No, it's a Durmith expression.
God.
I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna rewrite the entire steamed ham script to
Oh,
be
God.
ETA compliable.
Oh, great. Great. I can't wait. Not. I mean, yes. Anyway.
Oh, your
Let's-
gods! My quest is ruined.
Okay, so we've got... Okay, Rota is slowly waxing, but for the moment,
Ooh,
things
you should
seem
probably
to
rip it
have
off, not slowly wax it off.
calmed down.
I heard you, Daniel. Shut up.
I heard you.
I'm
too.
ignoring that. So that being said, yeah, you guys get going.
Yeah.
And we're going to spend a moment in Dorabeth because I spent 4.5 hours on this map today.
Oh,
Let's peek
that's
at it.
very fair.
I mean, we could do a shopping episode.
We could do a shopping episode. What
I don't know
if
what I need that I can't just make.
More health potions.
I
It
mean,
is all
I
black.
don't need anything. I
So
just
here's
want to
the
go on a
thing.
couple days
Now
with a couple
that I
people.
have an NPC in your party, they're going to say, hey, weren't we doing that thing?
I know.
thought we were doing
Yeah,
that
I think we're still gonna go do that thing.
We should do the
I'm-
thing, yeah.
But
I
we
mean,
can
we don't-
always have our shopping episode next time.
Absolutely. You guys have got 3 days in town, whether you like it or not. So if you get this knocked out, then you have 2 days of shopping. Let's see.
Oh, I said something I'm not
Okay.
going to say.
Let me guess.
Just say the thing. No,
You-
don't say.
You guys don't have vision, do you?
No.
No. That's
That
why I
is-
yelled, my
that is-
vision.
That is more than fine. Because as you guys make your way down into Dorbeth proper, this city is full of warehouses. Who here has actually been to like a proper city besides Sinel?
Oh, I thought you meant real life, and I was like,
It's almost like I live in
I've
one.
been to New York.
I'm talking characters.
Yeah.
No.
Gideon probably avoided going to large cities because they made him uncomfortable.
oh, little baby.
Lotus probably followed Gideon's lead because they met up fairly early on her adventure out.
Mhm.
So she probably hasn't been to a big city either.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So this is different for you. Huge warehouses, these giant monolithic almost buildings. That wasn't very funny, Sanel. Tall houses almost, 2 stories. All of these different shops and things crammed together on these streets that are just wide enough for a couple of carts. There are side alleys and even more winding paths that are just kind of strewn throughout this city. And as you get to city center proper, I'm about to put you guys on the map. You find yourselves in a grand... It's a bazaar of some sort. It's got all sorts of vendors and shopkeeps, stalls, and I'm putting you on the map with a giant fountain at the center of it.
Oh, I love this.
There are so
Lotus
many
isn't tall.
buildings. Right now, all of these buildings are at least 2 stories, if not higher. Peeking up, I can point your guys' eyes. Peeking up over the tops of the warehouses in this direction are the peaks of what must be some sort of church, a cathedral, with its spires just peeking above the warehouses in front of it. And I suppose I should put out Deidre, who is waiting in the square. As you guys approach, she steps up.
These tents over here look like an airplane.
Oh yeah, they kind of do.
Neum.
Well, I can assure you that was either
Wait,
me
over where?
not paying attention or an accident.
Oh, I see.
It's lovely. No, it's fucking lovely. This is great.
Well, let me fix that because for whatever... Oh, there we go. It was taking a moment to decide what her token looked like. There you go. She's been wandering around these stalls forever. By the way, a square is 5 feet, so these stalls are small, about 5 feet. But that does mean some of these buildings are pretty big. These warehouses are even bigger. But she's looking, oh, hey. And looks at you guys. Looks at Lotus and says, great, so am I your chaperone or are you my chaperone? How's this working?
I mean, doesn't chaperone mean that you're not supposed to have a good time?
Yes.
So are we not gonna have a
Deidre
good
looks
time?
at Sinel when she says that.
What?
Oh, I was curious if you were the chaperone.
I can have fun. I'm very fun.
You know, Snell's done some fun stuff.
Let's let's go have fun wandering the forest, shall we?
Yes, let's go get eaten by vampire illithids.
You know, I once heard someone pronounce it ithalids. Annoyed the hell out of me, but there was nothing we could do, of course.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's what.
Feels like something Flanagan would do. Seeing if I actually will shoot him. I will one of these days.
Oh, it's gonna be fine. You don't have to shoot him. You don't have to shoot him.
What is the point of having a gun if it's not to shoot people with?
Oh, you don't want to shoot your. I was gonna say friends, but I know that's not where we're at with.
It just stares at you.
Yeah,
You and
no,
me,
I know.
maybe. Flanagan, our glorious leader.
Oh my god, he did say
Wait,
that, didn't
so
he?
that's true.
Oh my god.
You guys
No,
put him in
God,
charge?
no.
No. He's not the fucking leader. He's just a fucking big mouth. It's
God.
fine.
It's the only thing big about him.
Oh,
Half
that's
stacked
not
little.
nice.
You know, I talked to Grelka the other day. From what I hear, that's not quite true.
Oh shit. Oh shit. You know, that's interesting, and I would like to talk more about this. at
Sano
another
looks
time.
down at his gun with this look that like he's contemplating on shooting himself.
No, don't do it. I'm just,
Do it.
Lotus is just gonna like, oh, I'm not near you. I can't do anything. I'm not close to you. She's just gonna be like, don't.
Looks like this means Gideon's the chaperone. He hasn't said a word.
He's looking. For as much as you can see, which is just his eyes, just is not comfortable with everything's so cramped. And he's like looking at the walls back and forth, like a door, like a window will shut, and he like looks over, getting ready to like reach for his weapon. He's just like, this is
Don't be a baby.
Oh, and by the way, I mean this is probably peak time. People got off work just a couple of hours ago. They've got a couple more hours of the stalls before things
people are
start
like nudging
to close.
past us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
You guys are blocking the path, and we could say that
Oh,
there's
we should
probably
move.
carts trying to move in and out.
I just
If they had
wanna- I just
horns, they'd
wanna
probably be honking, but you know.
Honk,
move
honk.
away from the path.
Someone's like, "Hey, move!" and then Gideon just stares at him.
My
That's right.
cabbages!
It's funny. Well, at the whole Gideon being the chaperone, Lotus is gonna be like, we're grown-ups, it's fine. Well, you know, we can work and have fun, right? Like we could do both. Why not both?
I
Fine.
suppose.
I think maybe like,
Okay.
could one of the stalls like maybe it's like selling something fruit from the desert, like a cactus fruit,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and that's where he'll end up going.
I mean, they are the quenchiest.
Quintus.
These you can tell have had a long journey, Gideon. They've started to lose a lot of that moisture. Normally, this is about the point where you would sun dry these. These have been sitting out long enough, but you're fairly certain this shopkeeper has no clue how to actually eat these things, and is just spouting some nonsense about all of their health benefits because, you know, that's not what we do today.
So I wanna make up a fruit. So this is like a special cactus fruit, right?
Yeah.
It's also where the people of the desert would get their most of their salt content, because you lose a lot of salt
Ooh,
sweating.
yeah.
So they're like, it looks like it's a juicy, like almost like pomegranate passion fruit thing.
Mhm.
But like when you actually bite into it, it is heavily salty.
And since these have started to dry and shrink, they're, dried, these things basically they turn into like a great seasoning because they're
Yeah.
basically just salt.
You dry them and you mortar and pestle, turn them into salt.
Oh, that's cool. That's a really cool idea.
So he's gonna buy a couple.
All right. It's kind of highway robbery, but you guys are rich. The excuse they give is, well, I had to get these all the way from the blasted sands. Don't you know how long and dangerous of a journey that is? It took 50 people 3 months to get this basket here.
I think your story's a load of blasted sand.
I'm
Hey,
just gonna
buddy,
sip-
watch it.
Try-
You're a load of blasted sand.
You don't know anything about blasting sands.
No, I've never been there myself, but I hear it's lovely during the spring after a rain. He says, flipping back and
Wait,
forth.
didn't he just say that he was one of the people that brought these?
No, I said it took
No.
50 people.
Okay, because I was gonna
Took
say.
50 people 3 months.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
He's lying.
I'm 100% sure that after it rains in the desert, it's nothing but hot and humid. 100% fucking sure of that. Let me tell you.
Oh, but there's such beautiful
It's
pictures
gross.
of desert flowers that bloom after a rain.
They'll bloom regardless, though. Yeah. The desert is hardy and terrifying.
Yeah,
I
no,
want
he'll
to-
buy a couple and he's gonna like put most of them away.
Yeah,
To like
absolutely.
he's gonna dry them, but he's
just-
gonna just take a big bite out of one.
Mark off for what he'll say you took half a dozen,
Something.
half a dozen, whatever. Mark off a gold.
Yeah, that's what I already was way ahead of you.
Yeah, I was like,
You're like they were overpriced. I'm like, and a gold.
yeah, absolutely.
As everybody sort of
Absolutely.
walks away from us, I want to like take Deidre's hand very gently
Mhm.
and very like casually. And I'm gonna kiss her on the cheek and tell her thank you very much for coming in because I appreciate it.
When you reach for her hand, there's a little twitch, but it's a lot better
Oh.
than it used to be.
Oh,
She's
oh,
been
right.
pretty
You're more of a
jump-
mental person.
She's pretty jumpy.
Yeah. Well, you don't have
but-
to be you okay? You okay?
No, I'm fine.
You're
lot
really
of
not.
people
I
around
don't
here.
have to.
No, it's fine.
Well,
But
just stick with me, and I'll help keep you centered. Okay.
sounds
be
like
fine.
a plan.
Ooh.
Now,
Yeah.
are we gonna get moving before Gideon buys everything else at the market?
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
With
get it.
that
Get in.
giant gold
So-
pouch on his hip, he probably could.
Yeah. So
No.
I have to add on to this fruit. Once it does get a little old, it becomes fleshy and less juicy, more
Ugh.
fleshy. But that's when they would slice it thin, and it's like prosciutto.
Ugh.
Ooh, it's not
That's
bad
cool.
though.
Prosciutto's really good.
Yeah, prosciutto's good, but I don't want prosciutto textured fruit.
Why
Well,
not?
Like,
you
oh
say
yeah, this
fruit.
apple has the consistency of a well done steak.
It's because it dries, it loses a lot of moisture and becomes like a salty, fleshy fruit. Yeah.
So it becomes
Do you have a name for this?
Rowan.
Yes, it's called Rowan. Yes, it's exactly what it's called.
Salty, fleshy fruit.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it at
Rowan
that
fruit.
if you're fine with
Yes,
that. Just
the
call it
Rowan
Rowan fruit. There you go. So
Uh,
you've got
run that by Mira before you get too attached.
I think she can live with it. She'll survive.
Pelican fruit.
But that being said, what's that?
What have I done?
Pelican fruit. Pelican fruit. Super
Ah.
easy, quick.
Twinkleberries.
Go berries. Ew.
We're moving on now. We're moving on now.
It's a joke because twink.
Hey, we're moving on.
Oh, we should go.
So you
We should
guys,
go.
if Deidre would probably coax and herd you guys down the southern passage of town here.
Yeah.
So it looks like this town has the main road is east and west, but there is this pseudo main road running north and south that does end about we'll say that Dorabeth is pretty spread out, so it's a good 10-15 minutes of walking before you pass the last building.
Mhm.
And, well, that's it. The road ends and the forest begins.
How far away is this place?
So it took you guys about half an hour to get there. We'll say you guys spent 15 minutes in town. It's gonna be, let's see, you guys will get there about 6, so another half hour's worth of walking, at least to get to the
Okay.
area marked on the map.
Okay.
And once you guys get there, the real investigation begins because he's marked out a pretty big area. We're talking a couple square miles at least.
Mm-hmm.
You're a square mile.
What's that?
I am a square, but I'm not a mile.
I was like, you're a square mile.
Okay. Let's get back to Darbeth. And where on this map?
You guys are going to be about right there.
Okay. And that's where we need to be
Yes.
to start
I
investigating?
I can tick off the half hour and say you guys have 6 o'clock. You guys have about an hour and a half of sunlight to start searching.
Okay. I would like to start looking around. What is around us right now?
So, you're kind of curious how this area was pointed out to John? Mostly because this is just forest. It's
Okay.
starting to thicken a little bit, but it's nothing like you had back home in Shade Tree. It's not that dense. Amy should think, say, like an Eastern European forest kind of feel. The
Mhm.
ground is pretty devoid of underbrush, things like that. It's, trees and a lot of space in between those trees.
Mhm.
The weather is cool enough that even with the sun still providing light through the trees, things are starting to fog over just a little bit of mist here and there.
Okay. I'd
So,
like to
first,
do.
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
First things first, I'm going to need Gideon to make me a con save.
God damn, I'm making these fast now.
Okay. And then an intelligence save.
What? Oh, I'm gonna kill the party today, guys.
No, not yet. My girlfriend is here. Don't kill her.
Oof.
I should not have invited her. We should have taken Asgard.
If you had talked to Sanel would have wanted to take Eris, I'm sure.
Only to let her die.
Yeah, only so that Gideon could eat her. And I could go,
I mean, sacrificial lamb and whatnot.
sacrificial
Um,
chicken.
Oh. Can I make a nature check to get what would it be to look for tracks?
I was just about to say, so this is going to be a skill challenge. We've done these once before, but I can just recap how this is going to work. I'm going to need some checks from you guys, relevant checks that you think are going to help you find and track whatever this thing is.
Bethemagate.
Each person
I'll-
can only do one check once, then we have to have a different check from somebody else.
Oh, I'd
Remember
like
how
to
that?
do survival.
Okay, so we've got a survival. We had an investigation from Sanel.
Bethemagate.
And Gideon, what is your plan?
I mean, if I could find a way to use athletics.
Pitch it to me.
That's why I said if. There's a big if there. I don't really have any idea for how athletics would work in searching. So I'd probably just have
I
to use
know.
perception.
I know how to make it maybe. What if you athletically climbed a tree and like looked and surveyed the area.
So perception.
Yeah,
You made it
perception.
up the tree.
Like, I'll use athletics to just grab a tree and break down all the other trees around it and clear the area
Tell
so
you
we can
what.
search better. No.
If you succeed on your athletics check to climb up the tree, because you've seen these kinds of European trees that I'm talking about, they're just trunk for the first 10 or 12 feet before you get to the bottom branches. So if you make the athletics check and you make it, I'll give you advantage on your perception.
Okay.
Let's start with that.
All right. Still a 14.
That's good enough. Good enough. The DC was 13, but so you find one of these trees just slim enough to reach your arms around. Deidre
Yeah.
looks at you and goes, are you sure that's how you... And then you just, like that, you just shimmy right up the tree, and she goes, never mind.
I know. Most of the time, he kind of knows what he's doing. No, he definitely knows what he's doing most of the time.
Well,
Yeah,
you would
no,
know
he's a
better
super
than I
talented
would.
guy.
In the desert, the best place to get a view would be on a dune.
And up from the top. So, now that we've got that out of the way, let's make our 3 checks here. Let's start with Amy.
Okay.
Survival.
Survival. Yum. Did it roll? Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
25.
25. Okay. So now, give me that investigation. All right. We're going to take your passive because that's higher, which is
Hey,
still
at
an
least-
18, correct?
Yes.
At
Yeah.
least you're not nat wanting on a save that might end up having you kill the party.
I'd rather do that.
Oh,
Now, Gideon, make me that perception with advantage.
Whew.
All right. Let's start with Gideon here. Gideon, you can see through the tree line. Some of these trees are at odd angles, almost as if they've been... it looks like something has either snapped the trunk, which you can't see from up there, or something has chopped it down at the base because they're tilted at an angle, being supported by the branches of trees around them. There's 2 or 3 of them in a due southeasterly direction. Now, Amy, with your survival roll, it does not take you long before you smell it, before you see it. There is a carcass.
ooh.
It's honestly at least a day old. It started that cycle of decomposition.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can't knock over that, because then there will be hot wax everywhere, and I will have to pause stream to search how to... Hey, and now you've got hot wax on yourself. Come on. Sorry, the cat.
The cat. The cat.
He's got hot wax in his fur. Damn it.
It's okay.
It doesn't
Let it
seem to
dry
bother
and
him
you
at
can
all.
kind of
No,
let
no,
it dry and you'll
don't,
be able to kind of like roll it out.
don't eat it. All right, so you know what?
Oh, the joys of parenthood.
All right, that being said, 2 things are readily apparent about this carcass. One, it's missing a head. 2, there's a lot less blood than there should be. 3, it's used to be, you think, a deer. Moving on to the... Oh, don't... Yeah, that probably tastes pretty bad, doofus. Sinel,
Mm.
you have found some interesting footprints in the ground.
Very squid-like.
Not squid-like at all.
I'm teasing.
As a matter of fact, it looks like somebody's... These are boots, they look like. Heavy... They're not work boots. They're not farmer soles. Otherwise, you'd see a bit of a heel in them. These look like they belong to some sort of... I'd hazard to say an adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, you can only see 1 foot. Well, 1 footprint, because where the other foot should be setting in the ground is a drag mark.
Ah, see, Flanagan's been through here.
I'm trying to think if there's anything. If there's anything like I could have to like make a cast of a footprint. If that makes sense.
Well, there's a couple things you could use. Do you have any of them?
Trying to need to look at like what all the tool kits are in 5e because I can literally make any kit I need. But I do have on me, I have thieves tools and tinker tools.
I would say
no.
one of those kits somewhere probably would allow you to make something similar to Plaster of Paris.
Mm-hmm. Which would be good. Because that's pretty much what he's going to do is try and like... It's like an alchemy kit? There's brewer's stuff, I know. Sorry, this is very
right.
interesting.
No worries.
Items?
This does look to be, like I said, a person's feet.
Oh, potter's tools.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I will use the right tool for the job to make a magicked up set of potter's tools.
How long does that take?
An hour.
Is that how long it lasts or how long it takes to make them?
I think it's how long it takes. Let me 100%.
Okay, because
You can magically create one set. Yeah, it requires 1 hour.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think we have an hour for that.
Fuck.
You could just take a piece of paper and just cut around it.
Yeah, we'll
You got
just
a
do
book?
that.
You gonna borrow my magic paper?
That'd be destroying magic paper. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have paper on him.
Yeah, I'll just use a piece of paper and kind of get a rough idea of the size.
I will say, if I didn't make this apparent, this is a set of prints that lead somewhere.
Yeah, but just so that if we run across someone, we can check.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I'm gonna point out our lovely dead carcass without a head and not a whole lot of blood, and just be like, "That's different."
Oh, that's what I was smelling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to not smelling that. Says
There's like
Deidre.
there's a loud thump as I drop like 9 feet from a branch onto the ground.
That startles Deidre, who was already trying to get back into her book, and just
Oh. What?
Ignore
warning
him,
us the
he
next
does
time that
that.
happens.
Trees are damaged that way. Pointing
Damaged
to the south.
trees. Logging, maybe.
Directional. something only damage them in one direction. I don't think he'd know that's. Well, I guess maybe the concept of a large creature moving through, knocking trees over, probably be the first thing. So yeah, he'd be like something something huge moved through there, knocked aside trees. That is exactly where his mind would go, because that's exactly what he wants.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
But
fucking
wouldn't
nudge
we
you,
see-
Gideon, and be like,
Okay, but if the big thing was knocking down trees, is it the same or different from this thing? She says, jerking her thumb towards where the carcass was. Meanwhile, Sinel is down on the ground, taking the outline of this, or maybe just taking a sketch of the print. Whatever.
Both. I probably have enough paper to do both. Paper and taking a tool out of my tinker's tools. That's probably like basically like a what are they called, an awl that you use in like leatherworking to cut things,
Right.
and
I mean-
cutting it to size.
Right. I mean, look at it. It's the head. Was that cut? But if it was cut, where's all the blood? If it was bitten, something that big would leave footprints, right?
I mean, I guess it did. Well, maybe not. I mean, maybe not. Honestly, I kind of have an irrational fear of like small vampires coming at me, so maybe not.
What?
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Maybe
it's fine.
Small, tiny, toddler-sized vampires running around, biting your
Yes.
legs. Yes.
maybe
that's-
Yes!
something.
And then you
You're
just
all insane.
No, I'm perfectly
Gideon,
rational. You're the insane one.
You know, be like maybe something big, but not big. Like
I have it.
he's
What?
trying to explain density, but he doesn't know the word.
Something dense, like you.
What
No,
if it
I'm
was
not,
something
I'm not
big?
big, but not big.
All right, that was a good one. Credit where credit's due.
Finally, someone here who can understand a good joke, unlike these fools.
I'm sure they'd get it if you spelled it out on a chalkboard for them.
I don't think they can spell.
You know, we're right here. Like, we're right here.
Oh no! Shock.
This is why I don't know if we're friends, Sanel. Like, I want to be, but I don't know sometimes.
Would you like to know more?
I would like to know more.
I'm doing my
Are
part.
we dealing with bugs now? Okay.
If we are, that's offensive.
Well, here, first things first. What Deidre's gonna do? Yeah, she's gonna use mold earth, and she is gonna cover up that carcass.
Moldy.
Oh, that's nice. Nice
What?
thing to do.
It stank.
Oh, so we're not giving it back. Okay.
What? Giving what back to who?
Give it back to the earth.
Well, yeah, you give it back to the earth when it's done. Give it back.
That sounds an awful lot like a Nias thing.
Who? Who is Ananias?
The rot god, the gross bug man.
Really? Oh. Oh.
I was teasing.
Oh.
Can't you tell?
Yes. So,
See, are you sure? Because I'm pretty
moving on.
sure Lotus would have been honest and said no.
Lotus would have absolutely said no. You're right. You're right. I didn't get it.
Oh. No, I don't know how to help you there. We'll keep working on it.
Okay. Well, okay. Okay.
Just pretend I'm Sinel. Actually, don't pretend I'm Sinel. Never mind.
Oh, I thought we were friends.
No,
Okay,
I'm going to shut up now. I've talked myself into a corner.
you're fine. It's fine.
She was going
Everything's
to get
fine.
at the no because Sanel and you and never mind. Yeah, she talked herself into a corner. So there
She
you go.
did. She did. She absolutely did. Cool. Why don't we start in the direction of the danger trees since we've moved on from gross carcass?
Danger zone. Sorry.
Hey, Sanel,
Danger!
conveniently, the direction that Gideon and now Lotus have pointed, the same direction those footprints are leading.
Lucky for us, they were going that way. Come along.
Why are you so moody all the time, Sanel? And we're gonna like she'll start walking with you. Like we'll be walking. Why are you so moody?
Just kind of, they kind of frown. Like, I'm not moody. I'm charming.
Oh, says who, honey? Says who?
Bitch.
It is Deidre's turn to grab your hand and go, now, let's not make enemies where we don't have to.
He's my friend, and I have genuine questions. And I feel like you would know that these are genuine questions. I'm not trying to be shitty.
Oh, yeah, because this look was just like the caucasity.
I know the
Caucasity.
The lion, the witch,
Caucasity
and the
of this-
caucasity of this.
This bitch. Pretty much.
That's great. So I'll look back at Deidre and be like, what I say? What I
It's-
say?
Sometimes we have to phrase things a little differently.
Oh. Okay.
She just squeezes your hand and goes, "It's not a big deal. We can move on.
Okay. Okay.
You can ask those questions again after we found whatever is doing that and that and that."
Well, I mean, to be completely honest with you, I'm probably gonna forget to ask those questions again. So this will probably be the only time they come up. So Nell, I'm sorry if I've somehow annoyed you.
I'm gonna be
I
completely
couldn't
honest as
tell.
the DM. I don't remember what questions you asked. Because
Why are you so catty?
no. It was for me. I was like, oh, it's Lotus
It's
talking to.
casual.
It's Lotus not talking to the DM. It's Lotus talking to another player. I'll space out for a
It's-
second.
That's totally fair and acceptable. But if Rowan doesn't know, I'm gonna ask again later. I'm just kidding, I won't.
Doesn't
Maybe you
know
don't
what?
know.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking tired.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. Moving on.
No, I just legitimately, I was like, I don't know what.
It was
don't
the
remember.
catty comment and the
Oh, why you're always
caucasity of this
catty.
bitch. Yeah, something like that. It's just
Now
yeah.
I'm confused
You said you're
and
charming.
also a little tired. So.
5.
I'll just go.
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
No,
Wow!
we're
That's
gonna.
a big vibe! Big
I'm assuming this
vibe.
conversation is going while you're following the trail.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
we're walking and
This
talking.
this
Yeah.
trail leads. Well, it's a little unnerving because there starts to be more than just footprints on this trail. There starts to be blood, and at one point,
Like
a
how we never
boot.
find anything nice.
I mean, yes, Sanel, you're the one that said let's do vampires.
Sanel, are you interested
said
in the
this.
boot?
Yes. Does the boot fit?
The boot does fit. Although it's a little soggy, maybe you shouldn't put it on your feet.
Good to know.
Well, you asked if it fit.
I know, I was just being I'm being a little goofster.
No.
Little gaffster.
It does match that print. Although
little,
it's
little
a
chuckle
little
nut.
it's a little heavy for just a boot.
Oh no.
Heavy.
No.
Oh, there's a foot in here, ain't there?
There's a fucking foot
You
in there.
There's a foot in
There's
my
a
boot.
Foot in your boot. There's
Okay,
a foot in
here's-
your boot.
Let's take hear me out. Let's take the foot out. Is there any way to be like, yes, human foot, or yes, dwarf foot? Dwarf footress, if you will.
Well, so this boot is human shaped. At Sanel is someone, I'm not even going to make you roll for that, as someone that is engaged in somewhat nefarious acts from time to time. One of the things you would have
Couldn't be.
quickly learned is to judge race based on shape of boot.
You fucking boot racist.
Boot racist.
Sis.
Not in any other way, just in the boots.
These are longer in the foot than a dwarf's would be and narrower.
Halfling?
Now, that being said, it could be a human, it could be an elves.
Everyone knows that elves don't wear shoes, silly.
Could even be a
thing.
rather small orc. Or half orc, maybe.
Hmm.
We do hate orcs.
It could be
No.
a long tooth shifter.
We don't hate orcs.
Oh,
We hate kids.
Come on.
I mean, we don't hate kids.
We don't hate kids. I'm pointing at you and me. We don't hate
Yeah.
kids. Gideon
It's
doesn't hate
a joke between me and Mira. But
How fucking dare you? Just kidding.
So that being said,
yeah.
the trail, you hear it before you see it.
Oh fuck.
It's a rasping, gurgling kind of sound. That is,
Oh.
it sounds like someone taking very short, painful breaths. Because
I should
then
try
you
not
see it.
dying.
And yeah, this was a human. I say is because they're kind of a mess.
Okay.
Deidre kind of covers your eyes. Lotus.
Covers my eyes?
Yeah.
Oh god, no. She can try. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna fucking hold on.
Lotus is
And
like, ooh,
this-
fuck shit. I want to see.
Fucking ew. Can
This
I?
person is. You guys are still, I was going to say, 15, 20 feet away, but you can obviously see that this person's wearing a chest plate that has been dented in and is crushed their rib cage, and they're trying
Zambles.
to breathe while with that crushed rib cage. And as you're seeing this, there's probably a pause. And then something starts to lift him up. And he's floated in the air 5, 10 feet. And I need a perception check from all three of you. Actually, I'll make that
Guys.
4 of you.
We didn't prepare for Predator.
We did not prepare for
Not-
giant enemy spiders.
Oh, no. Shit. Okay, I can totally write that off already. When they start to get lifted up in the air, after I've already like navigated, I will grab her hand and then do this number with it. Like I will take her hand back and be like, no, I actually, and I'm gonna fucking peek through an eye, like through it. That's my shitty perception. Yes.
Gideon's looking
Okay.
around for whatever could be lifting it up. He doesn't think it could be in something invisible.
Well, that's great because Sanel, you and Deidre will notice. In the instant that this person has been lifted up all around you and up over the top of you like a dome, has just appeared this dark, inky blackness that is turned into, it's like liquid smoke that has just appeared around you. And at that moment, this person has a moment to just gasp out a "Help me,"
Please.
as his head disappears. There is no blood. It looks as if it has just been sucked out of his body. And it drops to the ground. And that's when you hear it. You would... Well, actually, Lotus, Gideon, you don't hear it. Sinel, Deidre, there is a faint ringing in the air. Like tinnitus. Not a bell. It's this just faint, high-pitched ring that gets closer and closer until it's right on top of you. Gideon, your blind sight, 10 feet from you.
Strike.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. 10 feet in front of you, the edge of your blind sense range, a massive skeleton steps into view.
Oh,
Its dead,
Oh.
empty eyes boring straight into you.
does Mira run
You
a game?
go to
at
make this
point?
swing. You go to make that swing, and as you swing, it passes straight through this thing, and this illusion poofs out of existence. Everybody, roll me initiative.
Does Mira run a game at this time?
Yes.
By the way,
Good, because I was about to go down and scream.
by
Oh
the
wait,
way,
maybe. Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
let me start a
Initiative.
combat encounter real fast. My
Yeah.
bad. There you go.
I think
Okay,
she's in right now.
Let me get you guys into the combat tracker.
Can I
Stop
take
rolling initiative.
1 minute real fast?
Yeah, you're fine. You guys
I'll
can
be
roll
right back.
initiative now.
Okay. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll just put it in Wheatley Crab.
Oh, by the way, you guys can go ahead and set yourselves up anywhere inside the red box. Do you guys not have control of your...
I do, but the one spot I would want to be on is Occupado, but that's fine. I get it.
Oh, with Lotus?
No. The very center.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Because I need to throw
the
Deidre
probably
on
more
there.
fragile character should be in the middle.
That would be Deidre, probably. Or Sinel. Yeah, what is Sinel's AC?
Higher than mine.
Snell's AC is 18, so
Higher
it's
than
the same
mine.
as Maddie's.
What is Gideon's?
17.
Okay, Deidre's is 16.
But I'd probably be closest to the body itself because that was where the threat was assumed to be. So he would have stepped forward towards that body.
Yep. And we will have... Hello, Lotus. Go ahead and move yourself.
Hello.
Position yourself anywhere in the red box. And you guys can offer instructions to Deidre, or, you know, if you need her to do something. Otherwise, I will just run her the way I normally would.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know what, actually, I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
Illusions.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah?
would my blind sense even detect an illusion? It would. So it would detect.
Only if it were corporeal.
It would see through an illusion, but
You ever heard of a
'cause-
little thing called illusory dragon?
Fuck
no.
off with your illusory dragon.
You laugh like
So-
that's not what's happening.
The
You did it in
reason...
my game on Tuesday. I love it.
well, no. What I'm wondering if that was an illusion, I wouldn't have seen it at all. Like it would have been
So
like, oh,
the-
nothing's there.
This illusion is made of physical material, or was
Oh,
made
okay,
of
okay,
physical
okay.
material. It's still an illusion, but because it is made of something, it is...
Right, that makes sense. Okay, no, illusion magic is described as deceiving the mind and the senses. Blind sight does not see through illusions. Got it.
Gotcha.
Now,
I
there
get
are
to turn
specific
on-
illusions that may specify it, but
Right.
We're gonna die.
any illusory magic will not change based on my blind sight. Perfect.
We're all gonna die.
I was hoping I wouldn't find some vague
I get-
answer. Well, we don't know.
God. Oh, and by the way, I will let you guys know. Anyone that has the ability to see invisible things, I am not going to be a dick. If you can see it, you don't have disadvantage to hit it. Unlike rules as written, Wizards of the Coast.
Right. Invisible in as a general is like
Yeah,
disadvantage.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Maybe I should roll some initiative for Deidre. I thought I did.
I like how if you are in darkness and you both have like a magical darkness and it's two warlocks that have true sight, whatever it is, they still hit with disadvantage, but they also hit with advantage. So dumb.
God, it's stupid. Okay, you had a 21, correct? 21.14?
Or no, it's if two people are in darkness attacking
That's
each other.
mine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, 21.14.
all right. Now I should probably roll this thing's initiative.
52. Hold on. No.
Hold on.
Why does it have a plus 33?
All right.
Don't ask dumb questions if you don't want dumb answers.
Damn, we all did pretty well for initiatives, though.
I know.
Watch it get a 22.
All right. First person's first. Amy.
Yeah.
It's invisible. What are you
It
going
is
to do?
invisible?
You can't see
Wait.
it.
I can't see it. Is it? Fuck.
You know something
What?
is there because something just bit this guy's head off and then sucked the blood out of him.
Yummers.
I don't. Well, hold on. Does that move? I think it moves.
Fuck, I can only use that spell on myself. Shit.
Up to 1 minute. Okay. From where I saw that guy get his head cut, like clean, like cleaved
he
off
is on
or
the board.
whatever.
His body is on the board.
Where is his body?
It's to the left of us, the west. It's like
Oh, this right here. Okay.
To the left, to the left.
So around in that area, I am going to cast Moonbeam. At what do I want to do it at? You know what? Let's do it at second level. Does it matter? You know, we'll just do it at second level right now.
Okay.
What does that come up as?
Do you have to target a
5 foot square.
It is a
5 foot square.
5 foot square.
Pick
Yeah,
the
let me show
square.
it. I'm gonna pick the square that's right. How do I
If you
make
hold
that
the X
thing do this
button, you
thing?
can.
Okay, I want it right here.
Nani, the
there.
fuck is this music? I'm fucking with it.
Yeah,
This
like
is-
right behind
yeah.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right behind him.
And
Okay.
yeah, did it hit
You-
anything?
It just whizzes off into the darkness.
Okay. No, it'll stay. So it's actually like
okay,
a
then it is
moonbeam
in
that-
that square. Yep.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
stays in that square, and
That
as long as I have
light-
concentration, I can move it.
Out of this piercing through the dome of darkness is this moonbeam just pointed right on this spot.
Mm-hmm. It's a 40-foot cylinder. And
Straight
dim
up,
light
yeah.
fills the cylinder. And then if there's a creature in it, it's a problem for the creature.
They're engulfed in ghostly flames and make a
Yeah.
con save.
Yeah. And it's radiant damage.
So I was like, oh, this is okay. Deidre has sea invisibility. Oh no, she doesn't. Why
Oh, no,
doesn't she?
doesn't.
Thankfully, I have
Oh.
it.
Because that was actually Sylvia that has sea
Oh
invisibility.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
thankfully you
I
do.
wish I had known.
Yep.
Okay.
Thankfully.
I wish that I had known that you did. I wish that I had held my action until you went
I'm
first. But I
sorry.
guess it's kind of meta. No, it's meta. So I can move it. So if you tell me to move it, I'll move it. How about that?
Yeah, if I see it, I will let you know where it is.
Yeah. Okay. And I think let me make sure I don't have any bonus actions. That was an action, and then I would. Okay, question. If I've got something in concentration, can I have another spell that's also in concentration?
No.
No.
You'll have to drop
No.
the first spell to use another spell with concentration.
Super duper. Okay, well then I can keep my spell. I can keep the spell in concentration if I wild shape though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You just
So
won't
I
be
am
able to
going to.
cast any new spells.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, I am
Well,
going
yeah, wild shaping
to.
does that. Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action shift. So yeah, Deidre's not seen that before. I'm
She
sorry,
has seen
girl.
a werewolf.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting for her. So
D-
yeah, I'm
Describe
gonna fucking
describe what your shift looks like. I know we've seen it before, but Deidre hasn't.
right,
Also, be
right.
good to
So I'm
remind me.
like, right. So I'm like 5'5", not super tall, pretty slender, adorable. And when I shift into like this 6 foot elongated thing. Like I still look like me, but all of my features are longer and a little stronger, and my face kind of shifts outward ever so slightly to create a snout, and my teeth are going to grow sharper, and I become very animalistic, very feral, and it happens very quickly and kind of gross. Like everything just kind of and it just sort of happens. Yeah.
Like
I know.
for everyone who's played XCOM 2 here, like those
The
people,
the faceless
I don't know.
the
ones.
faceless ones. Yeah, that
They're basically
they can go from
think
human
of sand
size to
people.
like 8 feet tall. Remember the faceless stalkers from Cosmos? Pretty
Oh
much
yeah.
like faceless stalkers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And then I also gain some temp HP for that, which is nice. And I can do a shifting strike. But I can't do that yet. That was my bonus action. So that's everything that I do in the moment.
Gotcha.
And Moonbeam will stay up.
Alrighty. Sinel. Show me.
First
your
things
ways.
first. We will use a spell slot for this.
Yes, good idea. Is that an action or bonus action?
That is an action.
Okay.
And I can only use it on myself.
Move and bonus.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah, you probably should. Let's see.
And I like to think that the way that this works is Snell takes out his gun,
And shoots his
loads
eyes.
loads a cartridge into this thing, fires it off into the air like bang, 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 and then just a bunch of sparkles fall down over him, and his eyes begin to glow like bright white, like pure sunlight.
Fucking
Ooh,
love you.
I
I love
like
you so
that.
much.
So, I'm going to reveal this thing. Just keep in mind, it is invisible to everyone else. Except Sinel. Because I don't really have a way to only show him, I
Yeah.
don't believe.
There might be, but
There is a...
Woof!
You see it. This giant skeletal being with burning red pinpoints inside empty sockets. A grotesque amalgamation of bones.
The way 5e works though is as long as one person can see something, they essentially are always pointing it out to the rest of the party. So
Yes.
we still have to deal with this invisibility where Lotus
yes,
would be
that's what I
disadvantaged.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't saying you guys there's no way he can direct traffic to it, No, it's just.
You're like, "It's
you
over
don't
there."
see it. Right.
Yeah.
He's
So-
like going to point it out, basically like directing, being like, there, next to that red, next to that red tree right there.
Mhm.
But also reach behind himself, pull out the little golden soda can, throw it back. Maddie, deploy. And she's
Alright.
going to be in her shield mode.
Alrighty.
So that means bonus action, she is going to do her pulse, which is 1d10 plus. Let me look real quick.
Hold on, I have a question. Isn't deploying
Yeah.
her a bonus action?
No, you're right. Fuck, never mind.
Okay, it's
It's an action, so. And you can't trade.
deploying Maddie's an action?
Yeah, deploying her is an action. You can't trade move.
Ah.
That's a Pathfinder thing where you can not move and get another action.
I took
So,
her off the board,
ignore
that's
her.
okay? Alright.
That's fine. So that's my turn. I don't really have a reason to move anywhere because that'll just fuck up her deployment. And I can't use any of my bonus action spells because I already used a spell.
Alright. Well, that goes to Deidre. Now, does Deidre have any spells that don't say a target you can see? I
Fireball.
Oh no.
Fireball
Let's
is
see
targeting
here.
an area.
Yeah.
Yep. It sure do. Let's see here.
Doobie doobie doo.
Where are you? Like, what's going on, man?
There's a giant skeleton.
Huh. Well, it's not straight out immune to it. Not that she would know that. I was just curious. So, yeah, she's got a 3rd level spell slot. She'll burn a fireball.
Balls. Yum.
Huh. Weird. Okay. She'll cast it in the area where you point out, and because it's a save based, disadvantage doesn't matter. All right.
Yeah, save you motherfucker.
Or take a whole 27 points of damage. That was a sad fireball. Actually, no.
Hey,
that's
It's not that bad.
not that bad of a fireball. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's red because at least one dice was
Yeah. 2 of them were.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty average. A little above average.
A dex save by this thing.
Fuck you, thing.
So that takes full damage. Great. As this thing, for a split second, is highlighted by the corona of this fireball as it just appears in that space and just engulfs it in flames.
Warm. Warm.
Let's see here. Let's see.
If it's engulfed in flames, does that mean we can
Action,
see it now,
For a
or
brief
we can just
moment.
see the
For a
flame?
brief
Just
moment.
that moment.
Okay.
See the huge
Yeah.
form of a skeleton.
Yeah, no, this thing is
Skeleton?
massive. At least 15 feet tall. At
Got it.
least. It dwarfs some of these trees. And
Got it.
no, she doesn't have any bonus action cantrips, so sad face. She is, however, because she's got more fireballs and it can reach 150 feet, she's going to back and yeah, Lotus,
Mhm.
she's straight up not having a good time. Not because of
I know.
you, but she is panicking a little bit at seeing this thing, and she's backing off a full 30 towards the dome.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
That's her turn. Gideon. What's Gideon gonna do?
His mask is covering his mouth, but he's smiling oh so wide. Uh, but he's gonna reach into his robes and pull out one of his wooden scorpions, hold it out, and then like kind of chuck it, like lob it forward a little bit, and as it's in the air, it's gonna grow and expand and become a small beast.
You need a token?
I need a token.
I need a weapon.
Let me give you Flanagan. That's a small. That's a small token. No, I'll give you one of the utility NPCs. Or
Could
let
give him
me-
DOG.
An exclamation mark. Perfect.
um,
Oops. That's not what I'm trying to do.
let's see here. Yes, but how do I give you control? Tell me where you want it.
One more square closer to the creature.
There?
Because he kind of like lobbed it forward, yeah.
Okay.
Then trying to figure out how to edit. There we go.
Oh, it didn't
Details.
move.
Oh, I gotta turn down the music. This song got loud.
Yes, it did.
There we go.
Fuck with it,
It's
though.
okay. I'll turn it down manually. There we go. Yeah, it's not. What the fuck? Thank you. There. Right there, good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna do a little like scorpion maneuvers back and forth, kind of snipping its claws.
I like it. Now what?
He will move here. He'll just be like, oh god, I don't want to be the front tank. But he's gonna have to be like, stay close.
Okay. Is that it for you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't ready an attack because Ripperoonie.
Alrighty.
It's action economy.
Why would we do action economy? I will reveal this thing in the turn order now. As this thing moves, this thing is unbelievably fast.
Oddly enough, for having what
Freaking
looks like a
believe.
really shitty dex,
Does it, hold on, but does it run through my moonbeam?
it would
I'm
have
going
to.
say, I don't think it has to, does it?
It
That's
did.
Depends on how big it is.
Y-
Oh,
yeah.
it would. It would just get clipped by it.
I think.
Yep. It certainly did.
Yay!
Is there a way
So-
for it to not? I don't think it is smart enough to care.
So as it runs through my moonbeam,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna take it has to do a con save, it has to beat 15, and it's gonna take 2d10 damage, which isn't a lot of damage. It's 4, fucking 4.
Unless it
takes two.
saves.
If
Then
it
it
saves,
takes
it's only
2.
2. Yeah, it just takes half.
Shit.
All right.
Ugh.
Nothing else with Moonbeam?
No, not well, it had no, not yet, no.
Okay. So it just walks through your moonbeam without a care in the world. And it's just strides up with these massive steps to you, Gideon. And it's got multi-attack.
And Gideon gets hard.
All right, Gideon. First attack. That's a
Well,
crit.
that ain't fair. No, it's not.
No?
We can't. We're not getting the dice rolls.
No, I'm saying no, it's not
Oh.
because you can't crit me.
That's right. Someone's got adamantine armor.
You can't crit
Remember-
me.
Remember that
Someone's got
comment I made about
adamantine
I get
armor.
crit all the time in combat,
Yep.
and then you walk up and the first roll was going to be a crit. Yeah, I am. It's the reverse of the Curse of Kyra. I don't roll a shitload of ones. I get a shitload of 20s against me.
This thing swings its massive claws, bashing them into you. You are going to take 16 points of damage, slashing damage, and you are grappled.
Guys, I think we're gonna die because that's like just under half my health.
Oh my god.
The second claw is going to take a swipe at your scorpion because he can't grapple you with... He's not going to grapple you again. He's got a scorpion here to make a lovely snack. And...
It's just a bit of a snack.
oh my god, he misses with the fucking... oh boy. But it's got its bite attack, which it can only use on grappled targets.
Oh, we are fucked.
It lifts you up.
Redacted for player confusion purposes. Stop it.
Hey Gideon, how many hit points do you have left?
28.
Well, take off 19 of those. As
I
this
might just
thing
need to leave.
just bites down onto your armor. The adamantine holds and it's forced to pull you back out of its mouth. But it goes back for another.
Wait, this thing has 4 attacks.
No, 3.
Oh. You're right,
No,
it
no,
goes
it's
back for
going
another.
back for another next round. So it's going to try and bite you again.
You guys should run. I'll start making a new character.
No,
Amy.
I hate that. Yeah.
You guys
What
should run.
is,
because it nearly
yeah.
killed me in one turn.
What's the plan?
Oh, I don't want Gideon to die.
I don't either.
I'm
But
not
I knew
surviving
this was a
the
fight
next
you
turn no
guys
matter
might
what.
run.
I think we might have to run.
I think
Pedro
I
might
think
be
I have a
right.
way to. I think I have a way to help him. You run.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh.
Okay.
It's probably gonna save because you know me, but we're gonna try.
I know. Okay. Well, then here's what I'm gonna do. Where are you compared to where I am? Cool, you're right beside me. I am going to hold on. Is that an action or a bonus action? It's an action. Okay. I'm gonna drop Moonbeam because I have to have an action to move it into space.
Okay.
And instead, I'm gonna touch Sanel's
Wait,
shoulder. Yeah, I'm gonna drop
Uh,
it. I'm
oh,
gonna
wow, there's
touch
an
Sanel's
action. Damn.
shoulder, and I'm gonna cast guidance, so you get an extra D4 to whatever you're doing.
It's
Yeah.
that'll.
Is it-
I'll take it, but it won't be
Is it not gonna
helpful.
It's
I just
gonna-
need
Shit,
that.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to make that thing make a save.
Okay.
Is what I'm going to be doing,
So-
and it'll probably
Oh,
be like,
shit.
"Fuck you, I saved."
If you would like, you can take that back if you would like.
I think I would if it's not gonna be helpful. I'm sorry. So I'll use how much movement do I have? I'm not trying to move my character. I don't want to do that. I want to do this.
You're in
not
Long
quite.
Strider form?
I
Don't you
am
need to get extra movement?
It's not Long Strider. It's
Oh, right.
yeah, it's something
shifting
else. I'm
claw or
shifted.
something.
Yeah, I get a bonus action to hit it, but I'm gonna okay. All right, so I'm gonna use my action to move Moonbeam into the space where this guy is.
You can
I don't know
dash
if
as an
it's-
action as well instead.
It's really
Maybe we
fast,
want to
isn't
help
it?
you.
Yeah.
I want to help you. I want you to survive this, but I also don't want to die.
I'm grappled. It's gonna take an action just to break the grapple. I'm not, and then it gets an attack of opportunity on me to get away, unless someone can teleport me.
I'd have to walk up to you to teleport you.
Oh
So
shit!
I do have. So Deidre does have haste.
Okay. What does that mean then?
An
So
extra action.
yeah,
Right?
haste.
Yeah.
You get an extra action. So the target's speed is doubled. It gains a +2 to bonus to AC. It has advantage on Dex savings throws. Gains an additional action.
Oh, does she cast that on me? No,
Well,
on herself.
No, no,
Can't
no.
use it right
So
now.
she can't use it yet, but she can cast haste.
Okay.
Okay. We do have an alternative. She could cast Healing Word as well.
Yeah, I've got healing
which
word.
is 3d4
Ooh.
plus 5.
I've got healing word. Hold on, I've got healing word though. And it's a bonus action. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Someone
We're
needs some
gonna-
health, any health.
Oh, you
Right.
know what I need to do?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Hey,
move,
Gideon, how many hit points are you down to?
I'm at 9,
9.
and the scorpion's already gone.
Oh, is the scorpion gone already?
Yeah,
Concentration.
that
It
bite.
was it. Hey. We're good. We're having fun.
Arr.
We're having all sorts of fun. So,
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
move Moonbeam into that space where the
Okay.
thing is. And so I'm gonna have to roll for the damage that it takes there. Again, it's a con save of 15. And let me find it again. Here's that. I bet it's trash again. Oh, fuck me. It's only 6 points. This is terrible. I'm gonna bonus action 3rd level healing word Gideon. Oh no. How much is that?
12.
Okay. So you get 12 points of healing back. And then I am going to make 30 feet of movement, and I'm going to Deidre. I guess I can't move. I'm not trying to move. There we go. I'm going to scoot back to Deidre. And that's my whole turn.
she's got this terrified look in her eyes.
Yeah. Lotus is not going to drop shifting because I really need those temp HP just in case. But probably the same. Probably the
Yeah.
same.
Sanel?
Oh, God. We're going to pray this works. We're going to try and meme it.
Let's go! It's a dex
Couldn't do
save?
this. I'm not
Yep, it
standing
is a
in
deck save. It's supposed to be bad at these. Pepe pray.
Oh
Oh,
my fucking god.
Only
16.
me.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Just
guess we're
run away.
leaving.
Yeah. Run
I
away!
hate that. I wish I could
Bye.
like boost it.
All right.
And it doesn't even matter that it's going to be standing in it later.
You cast this grease and it spreads out along the ground. It starts to slide but catches itself. Deidre's turn. Deidre is gonna look at Lotus and look at Sanel and what do we do?
If she can
can
hit
we
me.
We leave.
There's still a
Leave.
chance.
No, we're not leaving. And
Do you want to die too?
I'm not leaving anyone else behind.
Haste
She
me.
casts haste. Actually, she's gonna have to get closer to cast haste. So
What's the range
she
on it?
pushes past you. Let's see. Yep, she pushes past you, Lotus, and she has a small paring knife in her hand, and she. No, this is part of the spell. Thank you very much. You need a
Oh, I
drop
was
of
gonna-
blood to cast haste.
I was gonna
So
say
she
she's a fucking
cuts.
Tonberry.
No, she cuts her
Oh, we
palm
win.
open, and as she lets it out onto the ground, hey Gideon,
Yeah.
haste has been cast upon you.
She pulls out a paring knife. She moves 5 feet. Ends her turn. Next turn, she moves 5 feet. Ends her turn.
No.
Like, it's called the Tonberry tactic.
So,
Right.
Gideon, it is your turn.
All right. Action number 1. Strength save. What's the saving throw to break out?
I hadn't thought about that. One
If it
sec.
ends its turn there, it'll also have to make the save again, but we'll
Oh.
see.
Yeah. It has to, if it starts its
16.
turn there.
If it ends its turn, because
16. Goddamn.
it doesn't count since the spell was cast directly on it.
Oh, I'm talking
Hey,
about
there you
mine.
go. You saved.
Oh, yours.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Drop.
No, you're fine.
And then, do I have any good bonus actions? I have Hunter's Mark, but I was hoping I had something to.
You are free of this creature, and you still
Yeah.
have an action and a bonus action, and your move action.
Oh, how much do goes through?
I have an action to disengage.
Yeah.
I'll stab it with an arrows of tipsy. Make a drunk skeleton.
Drunk skeleton warriors.
Let me see. Is there anything I can do?
Does
Reach
Gideon
into the
feel like he's
blaze.
going to die?
Oh yeah, that bite alone was just like a nice little wake up call to like hey, you may like fighting things, but some things are even beyond you right now. So he's just like trying to think of how to escape and make sure that everyone else can get out for as well, especially not. Well, oh, by the way, Deidre can still move. She can move the rest of her movement back. Just to remind you.
She's not.
I have
She's
an
not
action.
leaving anyone else, is what she said. Yep.
Can I
Hey,
clothesline her as I pass?
so something I will mention with with everybody here. You can bargain with the DM. It's not often I extend a bargain. Gideon, I can give you a way to end this combat.
Okay, but first I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What was Blood Drinker's 10 kill count ability?
Oh, yeah. On a different note sheet. Let me find out.
Because I forgot I had the 10 kills.
I have so many. Let's see.
If you guys aren't super heavy, I can turn into a warhorse and we can run out of there. You can all jump on my back and we can run the fuck away.
Ooh, Gideon is super heavy. But he has haste. He has double movement.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
an
I don't have
extra
that.
attack.
Oh, it's just an extra attack.
It's
Okay.
an extra attack.
So not really effective right now. I don't think I can kill this in 3 attacks.
I can give you the ability to end this combat.
Okay, what's the bargain?
You lose control of Gideon for a little bit.
Oh dear.
I will let Daniel, the player, finish this combat. It will require losing control of Gideon for a little bit.
Oh god. I think I have to because even if I get away, that thing has enough movement to get to Deidre and probably you, and it's got 2 arms. They can grapple 2 people, and it rolled like a 30 to hit me, so I don't think it's gonna miss you guys. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it
All
because
right.
Gideon will come back. Gideon will be able to come back.
Gideon, because you have made this bargain, you willingly fail your wisdom and your charisma saves. Is something deep within you starts to rise from the inside. Your vision starts to go dark, and the last thing you remember is your knees hitting the ground. The rest of you watch as Gideon drops to his knees and slumps to the ground with this massive, invisible skeleton hovering over him, or not so invisible if you're Sinel. And I need each of you to make me a perception check.
One.
Perfect.
Do
I make
one?
Says the unconscious Gideon. You too notice, although Gideon has fallen to the ground, his shadow remains exactly where it was when he was standing. Sinel, you notice his shadow has horns. As this shadow starts to physically pull itself off of the ground until it is some intangible silhouette standing 7.5 feet tall, just as tall as Gideon, taller maybe, as its fingers elongate into giant claws of pure darkness. It has piercing red eyes as it stares at each of you and turns around to face this invisible thing. Daniel, you have narrative control. How does your shadow rend this thing limb from limb?
I think just because of the weapon's name, like cat. It every fucking time I have a scene, fucking cat. Yeah. So like it stands up. So it's like you said it has wings or horns or both.
It's got horns and long claws. Claws
so,
as big as the head on your glaive.
Yeah, it takes one clawed hand, shoves it straight into this thing's chest, and then yanks it back as all the blood it had been like drinking comes with it, forming a huge blood blade. And it just brings this like curved greatsword down, cleaving it straight in half all the way to the ground until it's just the sword itself is completely embedded into the ground.
And this thing it shrieks an inhuman sound as it starts to decay from the inside out. There are just jets of blood spewing from this thing from who knows how many people. And the silhouette is coated. Gideon on the ground is coated. And then this thing goes further. It starts to rip and tear these pieces apart until there is not even bone left. It's churning the dirt into the blood and mixing it up in the bone and all of this mud, turning it into some sort of primordial goop. And then it begins to drink. Long, deep pulls from this hideous liquid. It's at this moment that Deidre probably speaks up and says, I think we should leave while we can.
I'm gonna turn into a warhorse. Wild shape. Warhorse. And I'm gonna fucking make these people get on my back and we're running away. I don't know how to make you get on my back. I can't speak to you.
Can we
Maybe I'd be like, get on, we're leaving.
So now, do you?
Yeah, there's. We'll leave Gideon to figure this out on his own.
I hate
Probably
this
a
so
good
much.
idea.
I really fucking hate leaving you behind. I do. Warhorse is
Yeah.
and I'm still a fucking werewolf. Well, I'm still shifted. So now it's a werehorse. I just want to point that out. It's fucking morbid.
Werehorse.
Like, yeah, it's a horse with fucking teeth, like fucking sharp. It doesn't matter. It's just crazy. It's fucking crazy. I make you motherfuckers get on. I have 60 feet of movement. Let's fucking go. And I dash for 120.
Yeah, so now I'm assuming you get on first and Deidre is behind you. She probably has her arms locked in a dead man's grip. She is trembling.
And Sanel is. I'm assuming you don't have like reins or a bridle or anything, so
No,
It's
you're
bareback.
gonna have to bear back that shit. I'm
you
sorry.
get grabbing a hold of your mane for balance.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Yeah,
freaking
gives you a
lying.
sharp kick in the side as a kind of a giddy up.
Don't you fucking do it.
He doesn't.
You-
They don't say giddy up, but they are basically saying we're ready. Get the fuck out of
Oh,
here.
got
Yep.
you. I thought it was like a kick to make me fucking.
It's a kick as a move. Like that's the whole point of a giddy up.
Right.
You
I take that.
bolt.
We fucking go.
Like a streak of lightning out of this place, dodging through trees. Just, you don't know what's taken a hold of you. Maybe sheer terror, maybe something even more primal. But you have to get out of here. And the three of you, in an instant, are 100 feet away and getting further with every moment. You hear behind you the shifting of Earth itself as more and more of this terrain starts to sink into the ground. There's some sort of inhuman howl from behind you. And then you're out of the woods. I know it's a little early, but I think that's all we have for tonight.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh god.
So, Daniel, Gideon is won, but his secret is out.
I mean, it was a secret he didn't really even know. He didn't
Right.
understand it. But it is a weird trade-off that he would have willingly done as well if it would have saved, because that's his most important thing. Is sure he wants to kill things, but protecting those he considers close to him
Mm-hmm.
takes precedent. So, do I need to have a temporary character?
No.
Okay.
Next week we will pick up. We will pick up just fine.
Okay.
Just fine.
That being said,
Smile.
That being said, let's get some sign-offs. Let's start with Gideon. Daniel, come on.
Hi, it's your boy, Demian. Archdemian. Yeah, you caught me here making deals with the devil. I mean, the DM. And, oh god. I got to do a cool thing, but at the same time, yikes. Sorry, world. Anyways, you can catch me not tomorrow, but every Thursday after, because tomorrow's a holiday, so obviously no stream. In New Amsterdam, as seen primarily as they try to get the club back in order, bring down Artis, and get Marcine back on her feet, and Omen, who is just singing and dancing in the background. Um, you know, catch me on Friday in Yakshas uh, for the derby.
Son, Friday.
Friday. Where we're gonna be in a derby to try to get a mech back, or we might just steal it. I might just control it to walk out, and they'll be like, "Oh no, where's it going?" We'll figure something out.
Not a drone.
Not a drone. I know I can control it to walk with other methods. And then also every other Friday, and Legend of the Five Rings is Masahiro, the clueless, the poor clueless guy who everything is happening around him, and he is just in the wrong place in the wrong time for the exact opposite way that everyone else is in the wrong place in the wrong time. It's like, oh, shit's going on over here. Well, he's way over here. He's missing.
Here, I'll help you clean.
Yeah, I'll help you clean. Then you can catch me. Okay, that's it. That's it. Back on Wednesdays.
Alrighty. Now, let's move right along to the man, the myth, the legend. Me. No. Rowan, go right ahead.
Hi ho, friendos. My name is Ron, otherwise known as I caught me here today playing Sanel, who dice. I can't I want to get mad at 5e for making utility casters poo-poo, but this was just dice deciding that no fun's allowed. But you can also catch me here on Thursdays in a game where so far the dice haven't fucked me, but there's always time. Where I play Cachette, who eventually will get to have fun in the Big Bad Scary Mech 2.0 whenever fun is allowed. You can also find me here on Fridays, where fun is always allowed, in Yakshas and in the Immortal War. I take that back. L5R 5th edition, fun is also not allowed.
Depends on the moment.
It depends on how political you want to get. And then on Mondays, you can find me in Firestrike, literally 1984, 1066 Battle of Hastings, where I play two characters, and there's magic robot mechs, and we're fighting magic spider bug monsters. And that's it for me.
All right.
It's a lot of fun.
And I just realized that I forgot to turn on our new outro music. Maybe people recognize this music. No?
Trying to.
Listen, we're just trying to have a moment here.
That's right.
It almost got a little bit like that. It was almost like the DM saying no one leaves the slaughterhouse.
A dome appeared. Yeah.
The dome appeared.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah, that dome, by the way, had you tried to leave through it, according to the rule book, is 21 necrotic damage to pass through.
When was there a dome?
Do you not see the dome in the field all around us?
This giant
inky dome
of
formed over us.
Inky, smoky darkness.
Oh! I see.
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
So wait, we're still stuck here?
No.
Fucking stuck here?
When the skeleton died,
Mm-hmm.
the dome dissipated.
Okay.
It was probably good you guys decided not to, because I'm gonna be honest. It would have sucked real bad for you guys to get all through there, just for Gideon to drop fucking dead passing through a smoke wall. You know?
That would have done exactly 21 damage, right?
Yep.
I have 21 HP, so yep.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
That would have been hilarious, honestly.
It
I would have
would've
laughed
been.
my ass off. We're all running. I hit the barrier. Boom! Face plant.
Dead. Fucking dead.
I suppose we should move on to our last person for the night. Go ahead, Amy.
Hello, Mimigeddon. finishing my notes because I stopped taking notes for a second because this shit was fucking wild. This was insane. So yeah, this is good time. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Happy fucking Thanksgiving, you guys. Yay. Awkward conversations at the dinner table. Can't fucking wait for those. I hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday and your conversations are not fucking stupid. Do not dose your food with edibles, but if you do, you didn't get the idea from me. L5R is not this week, it'll be next week, right? Okay. And then next Tuesday I'll be running Nobility and Notoriety, where it's just a good old fucking empty-headed time. It's not a big deal. There's just a wedding happening. It's whatever. And then but Thursdays when it's not Thanksgiving, we're doing Cyberpunk and that shit's tits, and you should check it out. And that's me, and it's all disjointed. That's me.
Alrighty, and that brings it on to me. Hello everybody, my name is Sire Smith. Today you've caught me running over the horizon, and you know what? Today went well. Today went well. No, everybody's shaking their heads at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? We almost died. That was the plan, damn it! If you want to blame anybody, don't blame me. Blame the fact that another group in this world let that thing out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Josh and Worm, I swear to fucking God, if you're watching this stream, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. I know where one of you lives. And the other
So-
At
one,
least half
I'm
of
gonna
you.
send a bus after you. I know that those work on you.
I hadn't thought about this, but had people taken a moment to ask around what the fuck was going on in that area, basically they would have told you, yeah, some people went and cleared out the cairn south of us. Reed Cairn, a giant tomb full of undead. And when they cleared it out, they found a giant coffin. And the giant coffin was empty.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
What
Bastard.
else?
How dare you?
I know,
The
right?
caucasity.
Jesus. That word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I don't think it does.
But, yes, you caught me running this tonight, where the fun has only just begun. Because now, at least some people know what's going on with Gideon, something that he doesn't even know what's going on with him. Yeah. How else to put this? You won't be able to find me this Friday, unfortunately. Thanksgiving plans got moved around and shuffled, and I will not be here. Unless something bad happens, in which case I might be here. Oh no. You can also find me...
No.
I don't think this Saturday is happening. I do think next Wednesday is happening, absolutely, and so is next Tuesday. And then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programs.
Keep in mind there was a time change for Tuesday, Amy. I don't know if you want to figure that out. We all jumped back an hour.
I know. We already did, didn't we?
Perfect. Okay.
Isn't that a
Wasn't
thing?
sure.
Isn't that a thing that happened already? I've been like very early to stuff lately, so I think
Oh.
it happened.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what time you want to run it. But
No. We'll run at the same time as we always do for you guys. Because I'm in a state that doesn't believe in daylight savings, which is cool, but also sucks. Half the year I know what I'm doing, and the other half of the year I'm just fucking confused. So this is the confused part.
Gotcha. All right. To our audience, if you are watching us here on Twitch, you can also find us on YouTube. If you're watching us here on YouTube, you can find us on Twitch. Both places, you might be able to find us on Twitter. If you're willing to brave that, as of late. So anyway,
I am Alfarius.
It is a dumpster fire, and I am
It's-
just living
it's something,
for
but
it.
didn't you know there's actually less hate speech than ever before, says
Oh.
Elon Musk.
Fuck that guy.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get on out of here with a R.I.P. Random Dude.
Oh, all right.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Random
Random
Dude, and
Dude.
also the skeleton.